I'm Tiffany Windsor.
And I'm Heidi Borchers.
When I heard that today's design theme was burlap, I knew that all we needed to do was dig into Mama Aleene's archives.
That's right. And today we're using the Aleene's original Tacky in the Tacky pack.
So let's go ahead and craft a burlap flower. I am using the Aleene's original Tacky glue in the Tacky Pack Try Me size. This is a great size to tuck into your purse, put into your craft toolbox, or tuck away into your kitchen drawer. The instructions for this project go back to the 1960s when Mama Aleene wrote the instructions. It was an entire book on burlap projects. To create this project, you need several pieces of burlap. For the small bud-sized flowers, you need 6 by 5 inch, and for the full-size flower, you need 6 inch by 18 inch piece of burlap. The first step is to apply a line of the Aleene's Tacky glue along both edges. And I like to use just a piece of cardboard for a squeegee. This smooths out the glue and presses it right into the burlap. So you want to be sure that you have an even coat of glue along both edges. Set this aside to let this dry until your Aleene's original Tacky glue is completely clear. When the glue is completely clear and dried along the edges, it's time to start pulling out the long threads. Start in the middle, find a thread, and pull. You will continue to do this until you have removed all of the long threads right up to your glue line. When all of your long threads are removed, your piece of burlap will look like this. So this is the larger piece, the 6 inch by 18 inch that I'm going to use for my large flower. The next step is to apply a line of my Aleene's Tacky glue along the edge. Smooth it out. Again, you could use your squeegee, or I'm just using my fingers. And be sure you go all the way to the end. Fill in any gaps that you have with glue, and then you fold this over. Line up your edges and just press to hold in place. I'm going to set this aside just to hold for a few minutes while I'm working on the center of my flower. For the center of my flower, I am using a large button with a shank on the back and a piece of 18 gauge wire. Bend the wire over, insert it through the shank, snug it up right underneath the button, and use a piece of florist tape to cover your wire. To use the florist tape, you just stretch it and begin wrapping right at the base where the wire meets the button. This gives you a nice finished surface on your stem. When you come to the end of the stem, if you have extra tape, you can just tear it and press it back into itself. So now we have adhered the button onto the stem wire. The next step is to put a line of your Aleene's original Tacky glue along this folded edge. If you have any extra pieces that are sticking out, you can cut those off. Be sure you have your glue all the way up to the edge. and then lay the stem wire. So you want the base of your flower right at the end of your folded burlap, and you start tightly rolling this right around your stem. Continue to roll until you have reached the end of your burlap. Be sure to keep it tight as you roll. I'm going to be sure that I have plenty of Aleene's Tacky glue at the end, and just press that right into place. Give it a good squeeze, make sure it's tight. Then all you need to do is pull that button down into the center, arrange all of your petals, all of that fringe exactly where you want it. Then you apply your Aleene's Tacky glue to the back of your button. Carefully place it down in the center and pull so that it's nice and snug. And there you have a beautiful burlap fringe flower. I think we need to thank Mama Aleene again for all of her fabulous vintage techniques.
And they're timeless.
Yes.
And the Aleene's original tacky glue in the tacky packs, which is the try me size, is available in Michael's. It's terrifically tacky
And creatively cool.